If the complaint is defective in form, we will say so. If it lacks ultimate facts, we will say so. If it fails the standard required by the Constitution, we will say so. But if it meets the threshold, if it alleges ultimate facts supported by sworn statements and documentary annexes, sufficient to warrant investigation, then we must allow the process to proceed. For the power of impeachment, Madam Chair, my dear colleagues, is not a weapon. It is a safeguard. It is not vengeance. It is accountability. It is not politics. It is constitutional order at work. History will not ask whether this was politically comfortable. History will ask whether we were faithful to our oath. We swore to preserve and defend the Constitution, not selectively, Madam Chair, not conditionally, not when it is convenient. If we remain silent in the face of serious allegations against one of the highest officials of the land, then we are not neutral. We are negligent. This hearing is not about personalities. It is about principle. It is not about ambition. It is about accountability. It is not about 2028. It is about 1987, the Constitution that binds us all. Let us therefore proceed with sobriety, as I beg this committee right now, Madam Chair. Let us proceed with fairness. Let us proceed without fear, because in the end, we answer not only to our colleagues, not only to our constituents, but to history and to God. As Scripture reminds us in Micah 6:8, and I quote, "He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God." End of quote. Madam Chair, my dear colleagues, may we do justly, may we love mercy, and may we walk humbly as we discharge this solemn constitutional duty.